Welcome everybody. Sunday, March 1st, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So we are going to do the usual. We are going to do the Tesla Weekly Live. We are going to take a look at Tesla stock, the VIX, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We are also going to look at all of our stocks. This is something that we do every Sunday. If you are a member at the Discord level, today we are doing it free. Once a month we are doing it free, and this is around the first of the month, so this is around now. So many things are happening around the world, and this is going to be interesting to see how the markets are going to react tomorrow. This is going to be very interesting to take a look at. What we can do right now is look at the current trends, the current patterns, and identify where in those trends we could see some triggers. So on Monday, if we see some stock go below some level, then this is going to be a trigger. So we are going to know that we can act on them. So let's start right away doing this. Let me make sure that this is working fine on my end, that you can hearing me, that you can hear me. I think so. Good evening, Valerie. Or good afternoon, but you are further than us on the earth. So, okay, let's go. So Tesla closed at 402.51, down $6. Down 1.49%. So Tesla is into a bear trend, a downward trend. We are still into a downward trend. Right there. Tesla is going down. This is what it is doing. No momentum up is there at all. What numbers do we need to watch? We need to watch 393 right here. We need to watch 393 if we go lower. There's a possibility of a short there. We need to be careful at 387.71 because we used to bounce on that number. So maybe we're going to bounce again. We need to think about that. If we really are weak, if Tesla is really weak, we are going to go lower than 382.82. Boom. So this is going to be the bigger short. So we have the bigger short right here. This is the bigger short. And the small short, small short is going to happen. As I said, let me move this here. Starting at 393, we can start thinking about it. So this is what we have in store for us on Monday for Tesla stock. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, there's still no momentum up for Tesla. So again, when there's no momentum up, we need to think short. So this is what we are doing. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX, after cooling down, after breaking this bullish channel, we are going lower than that. So this was nice on Wednesday, but we started bouncing on it. We started bouncing into this broader bullish channel. This was right here a smaller bullish channel. Basically, it was a smaller bullish channel. It lasted some time, and now it's over. So hopefully, the VIX is not going to go higher, well, much higher than 2053 right here. Let's hope that it stays here. And I can wish for it, but I would really like it to start to go lower than 1739 and going back to 1595. This would give us a nice push in the stock market if it would go to that number, $16. But not bucks, but 16. 16, this is where we would like it to go. But with what's happening this weekend with the war in Iran, maybe this is not going to be happening, and maybe we could have the VIX go up significantly Monday morning. So we need to think about that. What we can do now again is look at the current patterns that we have, but maybe Monday is going to shake us up a little bit. Dow Jones, this is into a congestion zone. It's just going sideways. It has been going sideways since January. Not much else is happening. If we start losing 48,457 right here, then we can think short. This is going to be a trigger to go short. We already have no momentum up, so then the signal is going to be complete. SPX, same thing, going sideways. We had momentum up briefly last week, Wednesday, last of the day. Now it's gone. This one, we need to break lower than 67.80. 67.80, this is where things are going to go much lower. So remember that number. QQQ, same thing, going sideways. No momentum up also. We haven't had momentum up with QQQ since the beginning of February. This one, we need to break 597.21 right here. 597.21, this is the number for the trigger to go short. NASDAQ, same concept, trigger to go short, 24.67. Russell, this one, no momentum again, trigger to go short, 2604. So, yeah, momentum is not there. The market has no momentum up. At best, we are going sideways. We are going sideways above our support. Let's take a look at the bonds. Bonds are falling. The 20 years is falling. The 10 year is falling. The 2 year is falling. The Nikkei index, Japan, this is increasing. The 10-year bonds, Japan, lowered a little bit now. It seems to stabilize a little bit. We have no momentum up, so this one should be continuing a little bit lower. And in terms of the Japanese versus the US dollar, what's happening? Well, we are still trending up. So the Japanese yen is trending up compared to the US dollar. It's very zigzaggy. It's still trended up. It's trending up, but there's no momentum. So this is a little bit strange. So there's a possibility that we could go lower if we don't stay on that support. Let's take a look at our stocks. So let's first take a look at the iShares expanded tech software sector. Well, you see this, the tech software sector has not been doing very good. You know, this is a low that we had. This is a low that we had. Boom, broke it, retested it partly. Boom. So yeah, the tech sector has not been doing well. Now we are resting on a very important support. Look at this, touching this. We touched this May 30th, 2024, August 5th, 2024, here, April 9th, 2025, and recently February 23rd, 2026. Cannot make this up. When you draw a line that can touch, 3, 4, 5 points, this is a valid line. This is a valid reversal for buyers and sellers. We come here, boom. We come here, boom. We come here, boom. We come here. Where is the boom? We might have a boom. So far, we cannot confirm that this is going to happen. We don't have the boom. We don't have momentum. There's no momentum up yet. Momentum comes a little bit later. It comes a little bit later. It guarantees us, it does not guarantee everything, but it guarantees that the probability are going to be better than if we don't see any momentum. So here the momentum came just a little bit later right here. Here the momentum came right here. Here the momentum came here, we lost it, and came for good right here for a nice run. This one right here, this is very zigzaggy. There's no momentum yet. No momentum yet. So I'm expecting If we start moving above 88, so maybe momentum is going to come back at that point. And then at that point, we could have more confidence that this is going to continue. So right now, this is just stopping on support. You can buy right now. If you are a believer, if you have faith that things are going to happen, that things are going to get better, you can buy right now around support. You can buy right now. So buying on support is riskier, but you get the best price. You get the best price. Waiting for a real bounce with momentum, you buy a little bit later, but you get more confidence that this is going to continue. If you buy on support, it can work, but it can also just continue lower. So far, it's not continuing. Let's take a look at Apple. So Apple, no momentum on the daily chart. We are into this big bullish channel. We are also into a smaller bearish channel. We need to break this to continue higher. Right now, there is no indication that Apple wants to do that. Amazon, same thing. We are bouncing on 197. This is nice. At the same time, we cannot break above 211. Look at this. 211. We tried it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times. Cannot break it. So once we break it, this is going to be an indication that maybe buyers are taking control and they are pushing the price higher. Right now, we don't know that. We are into a no man's land between 197.42 and 211. There's no momentum up at all. Google, no momentum either. This one is not too bad. It has not come down that low. Now it's using this diagonal support. If we start breaking that 317, just above 317, then this is going to be the first step in giving us a little bit more confidence that things are going to continue. Goldman Sachs, let's not touch that at all. This one is even worse. This one is just going down, straight down. Meta, there's no momentum up yet, but it's not going down. It's stabilizing. No momentum. Nvidia, well, this is really too bad. The earnings were pretty good, 5% positive surprise in earnings and 3% positive surprise in revenue. Did it have the anticipated effect? The answer is no. It really started to go higher than 193.69, which it had a hard time closing above, trying. Succeeded one day. One candle does not make a trend. But could have worked. It did not work. So this one, we need to be patient and let it fall down, recover, get back some momentum up, and then we can enter back into it again. Palantir, same thing again. The whole market, there are very, very, very few buying opportunities. Very few. We should not force anything. If we don't see a buy opportunity, we don't buy. We don't need to buy. We have our money. Our money is in our account, and it's okay there, It's not going to evaporate. It's not going to dissipate. It's not going to get stolen. It's getting eaten up by inflation. I'm going to give you that. But entering a bad trade because we are itching to do something is a really bad idea. If you want to play, you can play with $5 or $10 or $100 or $500. You can play here and there for the few buying opportunities that we see, but we cannot create buying opportunities when there are none. So Palantir, no buying opportunity so far. Maybe it's going to come, or maybe it is going to go lower. 125.37. If we go lower than 125.37, this is a short. Microsoft was one of the earliest software company to really go down. You know, this one is stabilizing at around 391 right now. No momentum at all, so we need to wait for that too. AMD stabilizing above 187.76, under 210. I'm gonna say under 220. Under 220. We are zigzagging between the two, no momentum. Okay. Copper. Copper, we had a nice run. Was a little bit overextended. And now it's cooling off. It's no longer overextended. And look at it. Look at it right now. It's starting to collect itself. It's going sideways, not going lower. It's above 51 cents. And look at this here. It wants to go higher. Well, it's starting to go a little bit higher. Right now, we still don't have any momentum up. This is just noise so far. So we need to wait to get more conviction that this is going to go higher. Neo Battery Material. This one has momentum. This one has momentum. So it got momentum recently at around 70 cents. Now it's at 78 cents. Stop loss at 71 right here. This one is a nice one. Right now it's getting stuck under 80 cents. Let's hope that we are going to break this. But this is one with momentum. Pfizer is another one. Pfizer is another one. Let me do this. So this is the rate of ascent that we have right now. Broke 27.47. So, you know, this one is not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, you know, if you want another one right here, I'm going to put it pink. Pink ones mean that, you know, we have momentum and we have just hit the new trigger. So this one is to watch. ARM. We have momentum with ARM. It still needs to break that 130. It did so last week. Did so last week temporarily for 1 day. So now it needs to try again. We are still making higher lows. Still making higher lows. So when we are making higher lows, you know, this is good. This is good. People need to chase the price to get in. So this is good. So this one I'm going to revert it to yellow. It's not quite a pink, it's a yellow. So, you know, this is a buy on support, but we have momentum. So it's even better than that. Xpeng started to move right here. This is a yellow so far, still on support. Does not have momentum up. It had it recently. Now it's back down a bit. Still above support. Soon. Figma, we have momentum on this one. We have momentum. We just need the trigger. Above 32.84 would be the trigger. Right now we are cooling down a little bit, but again, the same concept here. We are making higher lows, so we just need to stay above that 32.84 to have some staying power. So I'm going to put it yellow too. TAC, boom. Look at this. Earnings were bad. A negative surprise. Big negative surprise for earnings, 233%. Lower than expected. So this is abysmal. But the buyers and sellers, this is what counts. The buyers and sellers, the buyers are still going in strongly with this one. So this one is still a pink. Monolithic power, this one is coming back down to support. This one is a yellow. What else? What you know, this is doing great. Earnings on Monday, so we'll see, but so far we have momentum on that one. So this one is also a pink. Micron Technology losing stochastic. This one is a little bit less interesting right now. We need to see what is going to happen with it. Maybe it's going to come back down to 351, so we can let it fall down. I would not even buy it now. SanDisk going sideways. This is a yellow. APP, yeah, this is a yellow, not more than that. This is support. This is holding. How long will it hold? This is one thing. And is it going to start going away from support? That's the other thing. So this is at best a buy on support. Intel, it's still above support. It has been trending down since January 22nd. You know, it needs to break this red line in order to continue. So this is what we are waiting for. This is still a buy on support though. Oscar, nice buy on support. Look at the stochastic here. Stochastic is at 57, very close to 80. So this one is looking nicer. I'm gonna promote it. These are all the pinks updated. So this is nice. This is really nice. SMCI, yes, not too bad. Not too bad. We don't have stochastic over 60. We have some other momentum indicators. So this is looking interestingly. I'm going to promote it too. What else? Nouveau Monde Graphite, yeah, buy on support at best. Neo is falling down. You know, it tried to break that $5, but did not succeed. We need to let it fall down. So this one, okay, I'm going to keep it as a buy on support above 472. ORCAT, oh, look at this. ORCAT moving down, and look at this perfection right here. Look at this perfection. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to see the real perfection. Look at this. Cannot make this up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom on support. Now it's bouncing on it. There's no momentum on the 1 hour chart. There's no momentum on the daily chart. But you know, this is looking quite nice. VST trending down, broke that downward trend. So that's really something. Prices were coming down and they are no longer coming down. This is something. We have momentum as indicated by our indicators. We have momentum in it. So Vistra Corp, very interesting. So this one, let's see this, the earnings. Yeah, earnings were bad. But earnings are correlated to stock movement. They don't cause the stock movement. They are just correlated. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. You know, Tesla did exactly the same thing not too long ago. Look at this. Tesla was at, this was right here, April 22nd, 2025. Tesla had bad earnings, 34 negative surprise. Yeah, the stock went from 231 to 400. So don't only look at the earnings, look at the behavior in the market. That's what we need to look at. So where was I? So VST right here. Yeah, VST, we have some support. We have some support right here. We are above that support. We have a little bit of resistance right here. We are underneath it, so we are stuck. Sideways. But, this is not looking bad. I'm going to leave it a yellow. ONDS, no momentum yet. This is a buy on support. Qualcomm, it's trying. But you see, when we don't have stochastic over 60 right here, any move up without stochastic over 60 means nothing. And see, it did this. So yeah, because a stock goes up for a week or two does not mean that it is going to go up forever. It needs to break momentum. And the momentum is this. So even if it does this, you know, does it really mean something? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So Qualcomm, no momentum yet. We need to wait. Tello, we are having momentum on that one. Momentum is coming. Has just come this week. This one is promoted. So, you know, we have a bunch of pinks right there. We have a bunch of pinks to look at and maybe enter next week. We have a lot. We have a lot that are crappy, but we don't need 500 stocks to 500 great potential trades. We only need 2, 3, 4, and we have 6. So there's plenty. And let me just where was I? So ONDS we did, Qualcomm we did, Marvel. Okay, Marvel, yes, this is a pink right here. Momentum is coming back, and you know, this is what being patient looks like. It came down, it broke support, came up, sat on support, no momentum again. Went up a little bit, sat on support again, no momentum. Here, momentum is starting to appear. So, we have some earnings on Thursday. Once those earnings are cleared, because maybe they are going to indicate that things are super bad, and maybe people are going to react badly. We don't know how they are going to react, but earnings are always an unknown variable. We could have great earnings and the stock tanks, just like Nvidia. We can have bad earnings and stocks can go up. So wait after the earnings come before taking action. But pattern-wise, this is looking good. It has been staying above support for the past 2 weeks. And we have momentum. And yes, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen on Monday, of course. There's these are all nice indication. The patterns are changing for these stocks. But now we are having a specific event that's happening this weekend, the war with Iran. So this could change everything. This could change everything. But we don't know in advance, and nobody knows. Yeah, we could say things are going to crash. Yeah, but how far, how long? That's not clear. Grab, buy on support at best, oust, support at best. Okay, UNH, stochastic over 60. This is getting better. This is a pink. Zeta, look at this. This is a great example. Bounced on support once, twice, went this high. We never got stochastic over 60. We never got momentum. We should wait for momentum to buy. Boom. So far, we have not bought that one. We have not bought that one. Well, those lines, yeah, thank you for the question. This is showing the trend. So trends, as a whole, the stock market is going higher. This is what this is showing. If I take this line from 2022, yeah, it's trending up. Why? Because the price is increasing. Sometimes it gets super out of hand, and guess what? It comes back down to where? To the support, the base support. So yeah, the base support is increasing, and this is what, yeah, this is the stock. This is the stock market for you. This is the stock market. Let's take a look at SPX. Is this increasing? Yes, it is. Increasing since 2020. This is a fact. Does it mean that it does not come down for months at a time, it does not mean that. Yes, overall it's increasing. Since 2020 it has been increasing, but only a chart can tell us that. From December 2021 down to October 2022. So for 1 year, boom, it was coming down. But it was a temporary move down because as a whole, this is increasing. So now we are here. And when we are here, we tend to do this. Here, we were not even close to the resistance and we did this. Now we are here. Really possible that we are due for something like this. Zara, so Reddit. So Reddit, look at this. Back on support. Back on support. This is the big support. Moving away, coming down, moving away, coming down. Are we going to move away? And when? Eventually, we are going to move away. But the big question is when. So this is what we do on this channel. We give you the when. When. I don't know if that when is going to be here or here or here. I don't know. But I'm going to know it when I see it. I'm going to know it when I see it. Okay, so CIFR is coming, Stetson. So Tilray, momentum is coming back to that one. No, momentum is coming back. Momentum. So this one I'm gonna label pink. Cell H, Celsius Holding. You know, earnings. Earnings were bad. It gapped up on earnings. Now it's cooling down a little bit. So far, you know, it tried to break this downward trend. Downward trend, it tried to break this. It broke it temporarily. Momentum is starting to appear. So I'm going to put it yellow, pink right here. Rivian on support, no momentum yet. Open, yes, momentum is coming back. We need the trigger. We need to break that 559. TMDX, oh, look at this. Momentum is back. And this one is really testing its previous highs. 145.58. Previous high. This was a high. You know, this was a high. Broke it a few days. Could not break it here. Could not break it here. Now, the jury is still out. The jury is still out. And CIFR is the next one. But first, first, so TMDX, this is really to watch. CIFR, okay, well, it was going higher. It was going higher. It stopped going higher. Then now it's starting to go sideways. So it could do this or it could do that. So far, we cannot know. We cannot know. BTU, oh boy, look at this. Holding on support. Look at that support, you know. It has a small wick at the bottom. This is a good indication. It's holding above 31.18. So this one is a support buy. A risky support buy, but at least there's support. NEE. This is a bit too late, but this is good momentum. VRT, this has good momentum also. Seems to be holding quite well. USAR, no momentum on that one. CRW, right on support. Earnings, not super good. So at best, a buy on support. Path, no, nothing there. Iran Limited, you know, this is a great company and everything. Great company. Everybody talks about this one, blah, blah, blah. But time-wise, this is a buy on support, and even recently, it's been it has shown some weakness. So after 38.92, this is what I would give it a second chance. If it breaks lower, this is going to be a short. Robotics, nothing's happening here. Sana, yeah, at best a buy on support. CLSK, nope. Dakan, nice earnings. 15% positive surprise on earnings, and it fell. It fell from 60 bucks to 52. But that support at 52.14 is holding. So maybe things are going to improve for it. Navitas, this is a buy on support. Another buy on support. GEV, this has momentum, so this is all good. LEU, nothing's happening. SoFi, this is just dropping. This is where a buy on support failed. It came down to support. Oh, SoFi is so cheap at 19.55. I should buy it. Is there momentum? No. I'm gonna buy it anyway. Well, okay. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. It did this. Retested support. Oh, I have another chance to buy it at 19.55. I'm gonna buy more. Sure, you can do what you want. Don't dollar cost average on the way down. And look at this, 17. So this is why not waiting for momentum can cost you. If you wait for momentum, you just put more chances on your side that the trade is going to work. Bit F, very close to getting momentum. So this one I'm going to put at least as a yellow. Oklo, no. Hood, no. NVO, this is abysmal. IonQ, okay, this one is waking up. Wow, look at this. Earnings, 480% positive earnings. So the estimate was the 0.5 loss per share, and it got $2 per share. So okay, this one we need to watch. We really need to watch. So this one is getting a big promotion. Plug, no. Exxon, well, Exxon momentum is into that one. So and now we are moving a little bit higher than where we were. We were kind of going down a bit. This one is a bit overextended now, so it's a bit late to get into that one, but it's not doing bad. Snow, nothing's happening. BKNG, this is just for show. ACHR, nothing. Fubo. Lockheed Martin, we have momentum on that one. It's a bit late to get in. But this is doing nice. Joby, no. FedEx, yes, maybe it's getting overextended a bit. Coin, not yet. Hims, not yet. Adobe, not yet. Duolingo, great company. Yeah, stuck us thinking. Earnings are good. 0.22 positive surprise. So we need to let it fall down. It has not finished falling down, so that's fine. Almost done. JD crap, SRTP crap, PayPal, oh, it went from 40 bucks to 48. Yeah, okay, no momentum at all. It's just like a drunk friend that has been an alcoholic for 5 years, and you learn that he's sober for 5 days. It's nice. Congratulations. But is it going to continue? So we need some evidence, and there's no evidence yet. Baba, this is crap. Sound, okay, this is starting to show something. Earnings were fantastic. Momentum is so close to being there. 0.02, so I'm gonna promote it. Oracle, Bull, Lucid, nothing's happening. Gold. Gold. Gold, we saw the break. You know, when I say we don't need to predict when, we just need to know when on the day. We could not break that 38.57. Could not break, could not break, could not break, could not break, could not break. Broke. Momentum was there at the same time. Boom. So we can time the market. This is timing. Silver, same thing. Same thing, but there's no stochastic over 60, which we like. So this one is a little bit of a laggard, but it's continuing nicely. Bitcoin, what's happening? Well, Bitcoin, there's no momentum there at all. Okay. So Bitcoin, you know, when Bitcoin starts to break above 71,744, then we can buy back into it. Right now, I'm sorry to say, but we are stuck between 59,900 and 71,000. And we are just going sideways. There's no momentum there. Same thing with Ethereum. This one between 1744 and 2145, going sideways. And BMNR, Tom Lee's Ethereum ETF, nothing's happening between, we are stuck between 17 and 2236. So as you see, few momentum plays. These are the momentum plays right here, but because of what Trump is doing in Iran, we need to wait for Monday. So don't buy all of these on Monday. Watch it first. The first thing we need to watch on Monday is the VIX. Is the VIX going higher? It could open, you know, it could open at 24. If it opens higher than 2053, I would not go long on anything. I would start looking for going short. Just because it could be a temporary short. Just because of what's happening with Iran. If we took that out of the equation, if Iran did not happen this weekend, these are the contenders, the stocks that are the contenders for next week. This is what we do every Sunday. Every Sunday, I'm giving you the contenders. You know, the stocks that have proven with facts that they are no longer going down. It's nice. It's kind of nice to buy something that's not going down. If we want to buy low and sell high, or buy and sell higher, it needs to stop coming down. So this is what we check. Have we stopped going down? If it's a no, we don't even care about it. If it has stopped going down, then okay, this is better than going down. But has it started to show us some momentum? Well, if it's a yes, then this is getting more interesting. Then if it has shown that it has some momentum into it, it means that, you know, it's not just a fluke. Any stock can have a couple of green days, but it does not mean that it's going to continue. The fact that a stock has momentum dramatically increases the chances that the momentum is going to continue higher. So this is what we check. And we check also, well, if it has momentum, is there a trigger? You know, is it caught under a horizontal resistance? Is it caught under a specific price point where sellers come in and overpower the buyers? So even if we have momentum, it's going to be folded. So we are watching all of these things. And this is what's happening on Sunday. When you are part of my Discord server, you can join at the YouTube by becoming a YouTube member at the Discord level. If you become a member at the Discord level, you get this live right here on Sunday, every single day of the week, every single week. And we are looking at that. We are looking, is it going down? Has it stopped going down? If you want to buy because it stopped going down, be my guest. If you want to wait until it's showing us some momentum, you can do that too. So this is what we are doing on Sunday. We are also looking at, where is this? The economic calendar. So what kind of information we are going to be getting next week? Well, which is pretty much this week. So this week, Monday, ISM manufacturing numbers are going to come out. Wednesday, consumer confidence in Japan, ISM services PMI, and on Friday, non-farm payrolls, retail sales, month over month, and unemployment rate. So these numbers are going to come out. We check those to see if they are having an impact in the stock market. And we just came out of the earnings week. So earnings, well, I would say earnings month. So last month we had all these earnings coming in. And this month, this is what we have. Very few earnings. So, okay, we have Neo right here. We have just a few Adobe and stuff. But this is going to be easier to track. And the stock movement are going to be more sustainable, because even though there's only a correlation between earnings and stock movement, it can how can I say this? How can I put this? It can mix up the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. So that is behind us. So as soon as this Iran war is going to be behind us, things could be moving. So yeah, join me if you want this if you want to be guided as to which stock have the best potential of a move up next week. These are the yellow ones. Except for the Iran war. But the Iran war is going to stop, and we are going to continue calling those out, the stocks that have the best potential to move up next week. So thank you very much, guys. So thank you for interacting. And yes, I'm going to do one LLY. I'm going to do a freebie. If you become a member at the Discord level, you can ask me with reasonable volume expectation. You can ask me to do technical analysis on a stock of your choosing. So Eli Lilly, this one has been done in the past and it's still good. We are stuck between 976 and 1113. So it's supposed to zigzag between those two numbers, and it means nothing. This is noise. This is going to be signal if it goes higher. This is going to be a signal if it goes lower. So thank you very much, guys, for attending. Look at my membership levels on YouTube. You know, if you want a copy of all those lines, you know, I have lines for maybe 100 stocks. You can get those for free. Well, for free. You don't get those for free, but if you become a member at the copy Pierre's trend line level, you can copy this. Copy these lines on your TradingView account, and then you can follow along with me. So I'm going to wish you a great rest of your weekend. We are going to talk next Sunday if you are a member at the Discord level. If not, we are going to talk next month on the next Tesla Weekly Live. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.